It is your favorite auditor, Audit Them, the one who encourages you to audit them. Hello, Claudette. How's it going? Hey, Motel Lion. What's up? What's up? Hey, thank you, DP. The best in the business. Dilly Dilly. Hello there. Today's auditing day. Depending on how many numbers we get up, everybody, if you would please hit the thumb up, because we may go live immediately right after, as we have been doing a couple times. Dilly Dilly, I do not recall. Hello there, Australia. Good day, good day. When are you coming to Kentucky? I'm not sure. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? What is happening, Noel? Not much. I'm on my way now to visit a government entity. Hey, Yardy, how's it going? If everybody would please get that thumb up. Let's try to get 50 thumbs up so I could go live. We're about to do an audit live shortly. If we could just get to 50 thumbs up, that way we could spread the word. If there's 90 people in here, that means we could easily get 50 thumbs up, depending on what kind of phone you have. If you have an iPhone, just double tap on your screen. If you have an Android or a computer, just manually click on the thumbs up. Yeah, these wicked and disturbed employees, not all of them, but a big majority of them, they're everywhere. Who remembers the other day when I was in Joliet, Illinois, City Hall? Who remembers the the employee there at the Joliet, Illinois City Hall. Who the employee tried saying that she thought she was justified of ripping up a public record FOIA because she thinks it's not submitted properly. You see how the logic of some people are? Hey, Lawrence of Arabia, kus emma kukus em abuk. How does that sound to you? So what's it called? Hey, what's normal? Otis, how's it going? Yeah, let's try to get 50 thumbs up because I will be at my destination. I got a little ride here, man. I got a little ways to go before I get to my destination. We currently got 100 people watching. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do now is you see, if I keep doing these live streams, that's gonna pick up the shadow band right back up because people enjoy these live streams. They really enjoy it. I mean, these live audits. So Lawrence, why are you coming in here and saying that stupidity in my channel? Do you want to get blocked? Somebody go to his channel, gather as much data as you can. I'm unable to click on Lawrence of Arabia's channel. If one of my mods would go to his channel, screenshot all the data as you can, let's cross-reference him in case we gotta expose an additional bootlicker. We're gonna have 3 sections when I finish the. I've been telling you guys that I'm gonna start dishing out these articles. Hey Stephanie, how's it going? I'm gonna start dishing out these articles. There's gonna be three types of articles: the good, the bad, and the bootlicker. So it's gonna have the disturbed employees that commit crimes on camera when they could simply just handle themselves according to their job description. We're also going to have the good, the employees that come out and try to do better, try to do what's right. And we're going to have a column for the bootlickers as well and how wicked and evil them people are. I've been saying that for a little while, but it's coming. It's all coming. It's all coming. So that's why I say somebody go to Lawrence's channel, take screenshots of everything you can. Sometimes what we could do is some of these bootlickers, they come in here and we could cross-reference their username and find out exactly who they are. The only reason why I want to find out who these people are is because I want to put them on the list of creating a list here of the downfall. You know what I'm saying? These people with their mentalities, the downfall of America. Hey, the 5th, how's it going? Yeah, guys, let's get this to 50 thumbs up, if not 100 thumbs up, because like I said, I got a little ways to go before I get to my destination. But I will be going live as soon as we get to the agency that we are headed to. The title should be called, the title of the article should be called Ignorant versus Intellect, right? Ignorant versus intellect. And the intellect is going to be a shining example of our beloved government employees that we come in contact with, that are reasonable, forthcoming, forthwith, patient, compliant, those are going to be the good. We have to put articles about them so they'll go down in history as wonderful government staff members. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the couple police chiefs that made their employees comply with the law when I brought it to their attention. Those are honorable police chiefs. We have to put a section in so it goes down in history as these are well-known, great government staff members. In the case where we could look back at it and maybe they need to be promoted, or people would know that they were there helping and assisting the community. That's the intellect section. And we need to also have a disturbed section of government employees who act like they're radicalized, right? Government employees that'll lash out, government employees that'll jump in front of your camera, that'll curse you out, that'll mean mug, that will not comply with the law, they will not comply with their oath of office, they will not comply with their job description. They are a public servant, but they act that they are above you, right? And that they don't have to serve the public maybe because you got a camera. You see what I'm saying? So we have to put these disturbed individuals out there as well. But overall, I prefer to see the good employees, the employees that are upholding the public trust. But in the end, here's a key. Good or bad, even with the most wicked government employees that we've seen, I'm talking about these people are evil, right? With the most wicked employees that we've seen,
there are lane closures ahead.
All they do is make themselves look poor and stupid. Hey, Lawrence, disturbed. What's so disturbed about people doing their jobs? That's the key, you stupid peon. That's the key, that they're not doing their jobs. My whole channel is about me assisting them on doing their job, which they have no knowledge of when it comes to FOIA. Where do you peons come from, that you guys just come in for the first time on my channel and you think you know what my channel is about because you watch some other bootlicker channel? You must not know what my channel is about. They're not just doing their jobs. They're doubling down and tripling down when it comes to the point to find out if they are doing one of their most superior jobs. See? There's a video from a housing authority that I have not released yet. It's gonna piss you folks off. It's gonna piss you folks off more than you have ever been pissed off. I think I'm gonna send that one out before I upload it to my channel. I'm gonna send that one off to one of the big channels. We gotta make that one go viral. Those people are so wicked, so evil, so fucking evil. When I'm over there simply pointing out that they're failing to comply with the law, they're actually committing felonies. But instead they want to try to twist the story. And then when the cop shows up, he's on my side.
In a quarter mile, use the second from the right lane to turn slightly right to stay on I-90 West.
Why did I say you were a bootlicker? Because the way you came in here.
Second from the right lane to turn slightly right to stay on I-90 West.
Yep, blame shifters. Yep. Imagine.
Continue on I-90 West for 1 mile.
Yeah, imagine that employee that ripped up my FOIA the other day who committed a felony, right? The sergeant, he did the right thing. He said he's going to take that, he's going to put it into an evidence bag. Because the employee said that this is not the proper way of filing a FOIA. She has no idea of how the FOIA process works. Right? So now she committed a felony. All this is going to do, when it does get into litigation, it's going to have the courts prove that, hey, you could hand your FOIA over to a janitor cleaning up the side of the road. As long as he's during his normal business hours, he has a duty as soon as he gets back to his workstation to forward it over immediately. See, I built up my channel. I built up my channel and I built up a name for my work, right? Where it shows that I'm doing a great service.
Straight to stay on I-90 West.
I built up a good channel name with good results. So now there's none of these cocky employees.
Continue straight to stay on I-90 West.
None of these cocky employees, when they say stupid shit about me, like, oh, I'm being passive aggressive and all that stupid shit. We're not going to sit here and talk about detail how my personality is. That's not in question when I'm in front of a government employee. The question is not if I'm passive aggressive or if I got on dirty fingernails. The question is, are you folks committing a felony here or not? That's the question. The question is not about the person walking into the government checking on them. The question is of the government representative doing their job or not.
In half a mile, use the right lane to take exit 76 for Illinois 72 Lee Street.
That's exactly what I'm doing, the secondary Peon Hudson. I got an image and I'm talking over an image. That's exactly what I'm doing, Peon. What else do you got to share?
Use the right lane to take exit 76, then slide left onto the ramp to Illinois 72 East.
He's saying, why would you be alive? Why would you be alive if you're in front of government employee? That's illegal or a lie. I'm not sure what the hell you are talking about, man.
Slide left onto the ramp to Illinois 72 East, then turn left onto Illinois 72 East.
No, I'm not going to confirm if I'm driving or if I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not confirming if I'm driving or if I'm in the passenger seat. I may be in the passenger
Turn left onto
seat.
Illinois 72 East, then turn left onto the I-90 East ramp.
Why are you driving over an image? Because it's not about an image or a video right now. It's about a conversation. Just imagine there's a black screen and all this stream is about is a conversation. Alrighty. It says we got 200 people in here. Guys, let's get these thumbs up a little bit more because we will be going live stream shortly. Live auditing real soon. Let me just reroute. Hold on a minute here. Alrighty, we are close to the threshold. We are getting closer to the threshold. Alrighty, so Claudette, what did you think of that bimbo who ripped up a public record? First, before she ripped it, here's the strange part, is that she committed a felony twice, right? Because when I knocked on her door upstairs at the economic and development room, the first thing she did is she threw the paper in front of me 2 feet away from her door. And I told her, ma'am, destruction of a public record is a felony. Before she even ripped it up, she threw it in front of me, which that could be construed as destruction because it gets more into detail, right? When you mutilate a bunch of shit. So then what I did was I slided the FOIA request back under the door for her. That's when she picked it up and I heard her physically rip it up right after I was telling her destruction is a felony. So she was aware of this destruction of a public record is a felony. She was aware of that. Whether she believed that to be true or not, I'm not sure. But she was aware that I told her that behind the door. So she proceeded with ripping up the public record. And I asked her, she confirmed, she said yes. And her reasoning was because you're not filing your FOIA request properly. Good job. She doesn't know what filing a FOIA request proper is or isn't. Hey, greetings.
Continue on South Elmhurst Road for 3/4 of a mile.
Catfish, what's up, bro? I'm actually not too far away from my destination.
In a 1/4 mile, use the left lane to take the I-90 West ramp to Rockford.
What is happening here? We're on our way to go live stream. Yes, sir. Salute to you. Salute to you. Oh, you're from Rockford, huh? Press the number 1 if you want me to go live on a live audit in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Press the number 1. Everybody ramp up the number 1 if you want me to go live on an audit right now. Spam the comment, please. Everybody put in a 1. Let me know who's all in here. Steve Mill, Robert, Cammy, Catfish, Claudette. Let me know. We need more people. Now, let me ask you guys this. Let me make a suggestion here. When I do go on live,
use the left lane to take the I-90 West ramp.
I think that's what we're going to start doing from now on. We're going to go live every time.
Continue on I-90 West for 3 miles. Continue on South Elmhurst Road for 3/4 of a mile.
What I want you guys to do when I go live is continuously take notes. If I speak to an employee when I'm live, type in that employee's name. If an employee, I ask employee's name, hey, what's your name, sir? My name is John Doe. You guys should automatically type that in. What's your position, sir? Oh, I am the commissioner. You guys go ahead and put that in the comment section. Hey, CC Hope. Man, CC Hope created a list of all the auditors in alphabetical order. Salute to him.
In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto Illinois 62 West, West Algonquin Road.
CC Hope. So yeah, if you guys would please do that when I do go live. Anytime I'm engaging with someone.
Turn left onto Illinois 62 West, West Algonquin Road.
It would be nice to see their phone start lighting up. Well, no, it's never a good call to, you know, unless I wouldn't say that, but if anybody has the right to, you know what I'm saying, to inquire with government at all levels, it's not, you know, it's your constitutional rights. No, the word is not predominantly, Jeff. The word is not predominantly. It's prominently. A lot of employees, they get that word confused.
Illinois 62 West for 2 miles.
Yeah, a lot of employees get that word confused. Instead of saying prominently, they say predominantly. Predominantly. What I should do is I should start charging. Start charging the government $500 on a FOIA training, right? That's what I should be doing. Like Long Island Audit, he trained, or he did 2 police trainings in a police department where he spoke about the First Amendment rights and what First Amendment auditors do and stuff like that, right? And then he did 2 police departments. Then yesterday or the day before, he also went and spoke in front of district attorneys in Georgia about First Amendment auditors and First Amendment rights. That's good and all, but we also need to speak to these employees about about FOIA, right? Have training about FOIA, because FOIA is a constitutional form of government. So with that, it's not only going to be about FOIA, it's going to be about our constitutional rights as well. But these employees should know about FOIA. So I would ask them in the crowd if they put me and do training. What I'll do tomorrow, what I'll do here, if you folks want me to do, I'll go create an LLC tomorrow, and I'll send that to the Attorney General, and I tell the Attorney General turn me into quasi. I want the Attorney General now to send me out to do trainings for government staff around the state of Illinois. That's going to teach them about many points of the Freedom of Information Act and what the people are to expect of these government employees. And that training would be on the road to rewrite the FOIA language, to include oral requests, to include there's going to be sanctions and fines for not complying with Section 4, yada, 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 yada. Alrighty, guys, we are a few minutes away from our destination. Press the number 3 if you want me to go live using this live stream. Press the number 4 if you want me to shut this live stream down and start a new one. So you guys want me to shut it down and start a new one? Oh, you guys want me to continue on this one? Nope, not a problem. 3 or 4. Yeah, that's what I should do. Go start an LLC, send a letter to the Attorney General and tell them, hey, enough is enough. We want you folks to open up a branch, citizen auditors. And the Attorney General should give me power. The Attorney General should create their own violation slip.
Turn right onto South Arlington Heights Road.
The Attorney General should create their own violation slip. Call it the Citizen's Violation Slip. Citizen Auditor Violation Slip. Where the Attorney General would say, hey, if these folks want to start clowning and putting on a bozo show, these government employees want to act radicalized and act like straight tyrants, killers, sinners. They want to excuse me, guys, sometimes those notifications come in are so loud, man. I noticed that later. I don't know how to adjust that volume, or I gotta mess with the settings. My ears are damaged. Sorry about that, man. It's not intentional. That's the only downfall about going live. That's the only downfall about going live. I gotta tweak those settings, man. What? Oh, thank you, Gina. McLovin, hello there. Motel Lion, it's been a while, man. We gotta get back on that album stuff, man. What do you say? You want to inspire me to get to do an album, another album, late night album? Let me know.
Road, then use the left lane to turn left onto Illinois 58 West, West Gulf Road.
If it isn't one thing, it's gotta be another. We are only
Continue
a few
on
minutes
Illinois
away.
58 West for half a
away.
mile. In a quarter mile, make a U-turn at East Noyes Street.
We are only a few minutes away. She ripped up the FOIA and you could not believe that. Yeah, there's a first for everything. But her reason was because it's not proper, right? She has no idea what the hell she's talking about. She ripped up the FOIA because she said it's not proper. Then she went downstairs and started crying, acting like the victim, right? Think about the logic there with some of these employees. Imagine that. Imagine by a jury. What was my purpose? What was my reason for coming and speaking with a government employee? My purpose and reason was to find out if she could guide me to where their total amount of operating budget or purpose is displayed. Obviously, it's not displayed, so I would have to try to see if she could attempt to make those records available immediately as required by law. Since that right there, since she's not complying, that's an official misconduct. She escalated it into a felony by destroying a public record. Official misconduct is, you guys already know it, when an employee intentionally or recklessly failed to provide a mandatory duty required by law. As soon as she committed 3 crimes, actually. She committed a disorderly conduct, which is a breach of my peace. She committed an official misconduct, and she created the destruction of a public record. 3 charges. Imagine her by a jury. And the jury cannot try to convince or talk down about my character or about my channel.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Illinois 62 West, West Algonquin Road.
They could no way in shape or form try to say, oh, this channel's about, bothering people or bothering staff or anything like that. That's out the game. My channel is built up on honor. My channel is built up on...
At the light, turn right onto Illinois 62 West, West Algonquin Road.
My channel is built up on integrity. All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be at the destination within a few minutes. I'm going to start a brand new live stream. And what I want you guys to do...
In a quarter mile, turn right.
What I want you guys to do is please... As soon as I start the new live stream, Auditing Live, I want you guys to immediately hit the thumb up. We gotta bump it up, bump it up, bump it up. Okay, I tell you what. Let's just stay in this stream. Forget it. Let's stay in this stream, like you guys already wanted. You guys want to keep me in this stream? Fine. Alrighty, we are at the destination now, and we are going down in a couple seconds. We're going to live audit right now. The first thing I gotta do is just let me go ahead and fill out my checklist before I walk into this agency. All right. Alrighty, we are here at our destination, and we are going down right now. Alrighty, we are here. Records. Hey, how's it going? Recording here, audio and video. How are you doing today?
I do not consent to being recorded. I can assist you once you stop recording.
I'm here to pick up some FOIA requests.
Okay, I can do that to you once you stop recording.
The current time now is 11:43. Everybody, I am at the pay station in Arlington Heights. I'm waiting. It's 1:43. We're going to see how long it takes these staff members to provide these records. When we speak about wicked, these people here are wicked. Okay? All right. If anybody remembers this location, this is where Christopher Lynch was. Here's more proof that my work pays off. Here's the reason why these are up. It's because the staff here made themselves look like a bunch of non-complying thugs, really, at that time. And look at it now. Can you guys hear the audio? Does everybody hear the audio? The video should be better now. I had the... Okay, all right. Can somebody give me the number for Arlington Heights PACE location? Because these people, what they do, they have a habit of walking up, leaving their post, and ignoring the person coming here because they claim they don't want to be on video. So if somebody could give me the number, I might have to give them a call. Does anybody have the phone number for the PACE headquarters in Arlington Heights? And I'm telling you folks not to call. So I'm here to pick up a FOIA request.
Okay, give me 1 second, sir. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm here to pick up a FOIA request.
From someone?
Well, I'm recording here audio and video.
Oh, I'm not consenting for you to record me.
There's no consent needed. I'm just here to pick up a FOIA today. We are currently live streaming and the world is watching your conduct. I'm here to pick up a FOIA, Mrs. Sandra Gonzalez.
I don't consent to you to record.
There's no consent needed. You are a government official.
I'm physically telling you.
Yes, the people have the right to record government officials in the course of their duties. You cannot and you will not trample on that right as you are an honorable public servant.
Oh,
As of right now, I'm here to pick up a FOIA request. Can you make that available, please?
I'll check with somebody.
Okay, great. I've been here since 1:43 already. My time is ticking, okay? I can't be here all day. Say that again?
What time is it? 1:43?
Yeah, I already been here for about 4 or 5 minutes.
1:43.
Yes,
It's 11:48.
I meant 11:43. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Okay?
Have a seat. I'll be right with you.
I prefer to stand. Is that okay?
Your preference, you can do whatever you want.
Sure. You know that the employees here,
Excuse me?
I'm saying, do you know the employees here are belligerent? The reason why you have these records displayed out there is because I had to bring it to your staff attention. After they called and threatened with police, look how everything is compliant now with those postings out there.
All due to you?
Yes, all due to the people, not due to me,
Oh, okay.
okay?
That's great.
Yeah, and it's just not nice for you folks to always threaten police. I never met you before. You might be ill-informed, but people do have the right to record in here, especially government employees.
Well, I'm not giving you the right to record me.
Well, like I said,
I'm not giving you the right to record me.
you're live right now.
That's fine. Well, I'm gonna have to walk away and call somebody else.
Well, I need my FOIA request. That's all I need as of right now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Oh, Claudette. Can somebody tell me, if somebody was to call in right now, could somebody tell me who's the manager on duty, who's the supervisor on duty? You see, like I said, the attorney here, let me give you guys some backstory. The attorney here that came out last time, about a year ago, he kept telling me he doesn't authorize me to film, he doesn't authorize me to record. All I was trying to bring to his attention that they're failing to comply with their purpose and mission statement, and look, they put everything up right there.
Okay. So I do not consent to being filmed, photographed, or electronically recorded in any form or format, okay? If you wish to make a freedom of information request.
I already did. I'm here to pick up the records
please
now.
put it request in writing.
I already put my request in
You can
writing.
send your request via email.
I submitted,
Did you submit it via email?
I submitted it in person here.
No, via email.
I submitted it in person.
Or you can leave it written and forward it to the FOIA office.
That's what I did last time. I'm here to pick it up now.
Did you leave your name?
Name is not required.
Well, how do I know that it's you?
I'm
Who
the,
submitted it?
you'll
How
know
do I know if you submitted it?
because,
If I give it to you, how do I know it's you?
because I have a distinct FOIA form that looks like this, that I filed with all agencies. The thing is, we're building an investigation on PACE. We're gonna look into PACE's conduct
Okay.
and the employees that deserve this job versus the employees that are failing to comply with the law and saying a bunch of stuff, really. Here, Freedom of Information request, number 17. My FOIA request looks like this. Okay, it has the same layout like this. So that's how you're gonna know it's mine.
Okay. So when did you drop it off?
It was over a month ago.
Okay. And have you come before?
This is me coming right now.
So it took a month for you to pick it up?
It doesn't matter how long it takes. You
I'm
cannot
just
destroy
asking
public
to
record.
make
Sure,
you picked up before.
that's fine.
Yeah, but you can stop recording it because I don't want to be recorded, or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
No, ma'am, I'm here to pick up my FOIA. You don't have that privilege.
Okay, we'll see if it's you.
Sure. Well, stop threatening me, please. I'm trying to trample my right.
There's no threat.
Yes.
Right here.
I can't shut off my phone because of your privilege.
Privilege?
Yes, you don't have no privilege. You know, these people, because they're just wicked. I'm getting fed up, man, with these wicked people. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for these people to do is just comply with the law and try to assist. Ma'am, are you a FOIA officer too? Could somebody look up this employee's currently, find out what the title of this employee is here so we could begin our inquiry? Yep, there it is.
Is this yours?
I did put $1. I did include $1.
Okay.
And I encourage everybody watching to always record these staff members because they will tell you things that are not true. They will try to trample on your American constitutional right for everybody watching.
They think they have privilege of saying they don't want to be recorded when the American people have the right to record government in the official course of their duties, right? These are supposed to be honorable public servants to uphold the public trust, right? But instead, what do? They threaten with police. They try to have you, you know, we'll continue that conversation later. Currently, the employee from down the street, Joliet, Illinois, 3 days ago, right now, she's being investigated for a felony by her sergeant, by the police department, because she wanted to get herself entangled in the things that she was saying and doing. So do these employees want to go down that route too? For everybody watching, it's not nice of these employees to try to trample on the taxpayers and constituents. That's not a nice thing. We respect our beloved government staff members who are honorable and uphold the public trust. We respect our government employees. The dollar is,
Right with you, I'm just gonna double check this one.
sure, that dollar is for those records to be certified true and correct copy.
I'm sorry?
The dollar is for those records to be certified true and correct copy, so I could be able to use that against you in a court of law.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Not against you per se, but against this entity. And if you did want to get yourself involved as well.
No, it's fine. Just here trying to do my job.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be right there, sir.
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Requested this via email, did you receive a pickup code?
Say that one more time.
When you submitted your request, did you automatically receive a pickup code?
I submitted my request in person.
Oh, I see, not via email, okay. Yes, that'll be great, thank you.
And this is what I recommend everybody to do watching is with this department here, always submit your request in person, never request them electronically, because there's two FOIA officers at this department. We'll carry that conversation later. Look at Timmy, and they told him what to do and he refuses to accept it. Timmy, what do you believe they told me to do and I'm refusing to accept it? What do you believe they told me to do? See, like I said, this is proof here that I'm always in the right. Look what I got this department to do. Here, we're gonna look at it. Give me a second. Let me put just make sure that the door don't close here. Check this out. The FOIA officer, when I first came here about a little over a year ago, he completely made a fool out of himself, made himself look like the most incompetent attorney ever. All I was bringing to his attention that he was failing to comply with these transparent records. Look, because of us, because if I came here and I brought that to their attention, they're compliant. They have their purpose. They have their organizational chart, block diagram, the citizens being at the top. They have their separate locations, right? They have their names of commissioners. They have their fees, designations, and fees allowable under Section 6. They have the total amount of their operating budget. So the government employee gets to make a fool out of himself, gets to lie to the people, gets to threaten the people with police. But in the end, after he makes himself look like a slob, they comply with their job. You see? It shouldn't be like that, though. It shouldn't be disrespect coming from these servants. It should just be, trying to work with people, man. But it's just disturbing. I'm sick of it. How these people treat the people. Now you see how long it's taking me? I filled out this FOIA. She has it in her hand. She showed a DVD disc. She just had to hand that over to me. Look how much longer it's taking them to provide that. You see how it always has to be documented. It's always got to be documented. Hey, could somebody find out who's the name of the, if somebody was to reach out and call this entity right now, find out who's the acting supervisor on duty right now. Supervisor's name is Mark. Yeah, man, I really don't appreciate that, how they threaten people here, you know? If only the people watching right now were like, well, let me speak about that at a later time. Could somebody call in maybe and find out what's taking so long? They have the DVD disc already ready. Somebody could confirm with me, because I am on my cell phone. I'm unable to make a call right now, but somebody else could reach out and see what's taking them so long with the gentleman standing out there waiting for the FOIA. And it looked like the lady had a script in her hand she was reading off of that tells, that she walks up to and tells the customers, she walks up and tells the customer, I don't give you consent to record. If you have a FOIA, you could put that in writing or via email, yada, yada. We want to request that script and the person who wrote it. Did anybody reach out to find out what's taking them so long? Ring the bell. I do not see any bells here. There's no bell at all. Oh, look at that. Front desk notes and duties. We want to inspect that. Front desk notes and duties. Like, she had the CD in her hand of what I requested, and what is taking them so long to hand it over? Knock on the counter. They're trying to wait me out. Ghost building, ghost servants, ghost payroll. See that binder right there? Front desks, notes, and duties. Imagine it says in that binder, the duty of the front desk receptionist is to tell people they don't give them consent to record. Yeah, I'm a servant and I don't give my, I don't give my constituent the right to record. Why are you calling them servants? You moron. Because that's what's located on their acknowledgement form. The first line that they sign says, I acknowledge that I am a public servant and I am to do right and I am to do this and do that. As a matter of fact, why am I calling them servant? Ask the dumb peon. Let me show him why. Number 20. Let me show him why I'm calling them. What's the name of them? Is because there's an acknowledgement form. I remember that I am a public servant who must place loyalty to federal and Illinois Constitution laws and ethical principles. That's why I call them servants, you dumb peon, because they sign their signature to the commitment and pledge. That's why. Why do you call them servant? Because that's what they sign. Remember that I am a public servant. All right, well, if you just got here and you don't know what I am doing, and these people are wicked, man.
Okay, sorry it took so long.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm new to this stuff,
okay,
but here we go.
okay. What I'm gonna do, ma'am, is I'm gonna review this. Give me a couple seconds to review it.
Sure.
Is the FOIA officer here to speak to?
Not at the moment, we're kind of short-staffed today.
Okay, he's not in today?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, can you check, please? Because I have a question. Before I even open, well, let me see here. Okay. Requested the response for which you submitted as provided on disk DVD. Request is provided.
Yes, it's right here.
Yeah, there's a DVD. Yep. Okay. Christopher Lyons is who I need to speak to, please. Is he here?
Oh, I know he was at court this morning, so I don't think he arrived back yet.
You don't think he arrived?
No.
You don't think, but you're not sure. Can you
Not
find out,
sure,
please?
yeah.
Yep.
Double check for you though.
Sure, thank you. I'll be here for a couple seconds.
Okay, couple seconds?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Thank you. Or a couple minutes, whatever. Here's my FOIA. Here's what they put on a DVD disc for me, as I asked them to. Okay, they took my dollar, but they did not certify anything. Okay, so where's my dollar, and or where's the letter certifying these things? Yeah, you could be nice. You're right about that, life. I am very nice. But when these people start trying to trample on your right and trying to say, oh, they don't authorize you to practice your right, are you going to continue to be nice? I am super nice. You know what I'm saying? These people right here intimidated me with police in the past when I was just bringing to their attention that they were required to display these 6 pieces of paper. So after they made an ass out of themselves, complied with the law, made themselves look super incompetent, they don't offer any apology, right? All right. So let's read this response here. Public records responsive to items number 1, 3. So item number 1, 3, and here, let me step to the side so they can help this customer. Alrighty. So let's see the FOIA requests. Public, here, let me pause this. Public records responsive to number 1, 3, and 4, and 5 of the written FOIA requests you submitted to PACE are after the close of business. You see how it further, yeah.
Yeah, it's what I thought, actually, I was correct. He's in court.
He's in court, okay. What about the other FOIA officer, Mueller? Is he here to speak to?
No, nobody's here right now.
No FOIA officer on duty?
I don't know on duty, but not here, not at my.
Okay. Could you find out if there's a designee FOIA officer on duty, please?
I don't think so.
Could you find out, please?
Have a seat. We'll have to.
Sure, that's fine, yeah.
Came here actually before you.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so again, let's analyze this right here. So the only reason why he's claiming that it was after business hours is because the last time I was here about 2 months ago, right, on April 7th, or somewhere around that time, I was here before they closed. They closed at 4:30. I was here at 4 p.m. They made me wait 30 minutes before they accepted my FOIA until the police came here. And so just for this cocky employee to claim that it was after hours, right? But no, if you guys complied and didn't waste my time for 30 minutes, the second time I came here, it would have been after hours. But anyway, business hours, the responsive time to which was extended via and provided on a DVD disc, right? No requested insurance policy is provided, and your request for the same number 2 is denied pursuant to number 7. All right, so let's see what they're denying, right? The insurance number 2 is what they're denying. And records have not been certified as requested. As for the same $1 per record and only was tendered with your request, that dollar is returned herewith. Oh, wow. So you see additional non-compliance by this attorney right here, the one who made himself look so incompetent, right? So now this employee is showing himself to have more official misconduct because he's saying records have not been certified as requested. Why you as a FOIA officer will not certify these records when I'm requesting that they be requested as by law? You see what I'm saying? How you just gotta keep on investigating these non-compliant employees, man, because we need the right people in office. We can't have these abusers of the law, you know, continue to abuse the law and abuse the constituents and the people. I'm not even putting these bootlickers in these bootlicker trolls in the comment section. I'm not putting them in a 5 or second timeout. If they leave a stupid comment behind, I'm just gonna block them forever. If they ever want to use their freedom of speech, start their own channel or send me an email. Hey, Yardy, thank you so much. So you see how on top of each discrepancy, you see so many discrepancies with these agencies. Here he's claiming after hours, right? Well, why did you make me wait 30 minutes after hours last time? Here he's claiming that he has not certified the records when I clearly chose and claimed the statute section 6 that I prefer these records be certified. And official misconduct is what we're aiming for. Not only am I blocking these trolls, I'm also taking screenshots of their data so we can make a documentary of them with their screenshots. Like Beth T. Elridge. Beth T. Elridge, thank you for giving us your full name. We'll put you on the documentary of bootlickers. So, yes.
Okay, so you have two options. You can wait, the FOIA officer sees en route,
Okay.
or you can come back on Wednesday.
When would the FOIA officer be in?
He's en route,
Do you have an ETA?
maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. Okay.
It's up to you, you have two options, let me
Yeah,
know.
so
What works for you?
here's what I wanted to speak of, ma'am. I requested that these records be certified. He said that he returned $1.
So when Christopher Lyons, when he.
Yeah, but you just had the dollar in your hand. Where is the dollar right now?
Oh, I have it in HR, you want it back?
Well, he said that he did not accept it and that he's returning it.
Oh.
So
okay,
that
well,
dollar is gonna be proof to be used against him, that he declined to certify these records when I stated in my FOIA form. You see how far of non-compliance employees here wanna go, ma'am? I put the statute here under section 6B that I request these records certified as required by law. And what he did is he declined to certify these records. These records have not been certified. Why? I need them to be
Well, you
certified
need
so
to
I
talk to
can.
him about that.
Yeah.
And you have two options. You can wait for him to arrive, and he'll maybe show up with him.
I
and
hear-
you can
I hear
ask
what
him.
you're saying.
Or Wednesday, and you can ask him
Yeah.
all your questions. I'll
Okay.
get your dollar back.
And the reason why I want them certified again, so I could
You
use it
can
against
talk
them in
to
the
him
court of
about it,
law.
it's fine.
Yeah. And then he's denying lobby video camera footage because he is saying that number 5 is denied as that is beyond what the act requires when he did not even specify any exemptions. Man, this FOIA officer here, he's just abusing the Freedom of Information Act. And no, ma'am, I'm gonna have the public body hang on to that dollar because I requested these records be certified. No, that's not what I said, ma'am. I was just questioning why it was not certified.
Oh, no, you
Because-
were talking about the dollar.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the dollar on the
Okay,
counter.
right
It's
there
gonna
for
stay in
you.
your
You
possession.
got two options. He's gonna be arriving, you can stick around, or you can come back on Wednesday. Those are your options. Have a nice day.
You have a wonderful day. Your effort has been noted.
Okay, good.
All right. See, he's all wrong, man. He's all wrong. Go ahead and pause this for a minute. So think about this. They want to make me wait 1 hour before the employee gets here, which is not a problem. But the problem is when he gets here, I know his character, this lawyer. He would claim that he doesn't want to be filmed. He'll turn his back and go in the back. Okay, meanwhile, ma'am, I'd like...
If he's not talking to the employee here, I have to deal with her right now.
Well, I'll have a word with you when you're finished. Meanwhile, ma'am, I'd like to inspect that front desk binder there, the notes and duties, because I'd like to confirm some things in there.
Sir, you have two options.
Can I have 2 FOIA forms?
You have two options.
Can I have 2 FOIA forms?
Wait for Christopher.
Sure, I'm going to be submitting an additional FOIA form. Can I have 2 FOIA forms, please?
He could assist you, okay?
No, ma'am, I'm leaving. I'm not going to wait. If I could have 2 FOIA forms.
Come back on Wednesday.
Can I have 2 FOIA forms to fill out, please?
Have a great day.
Can I have 2 FOIA forms to fill out, please? All right. Can somebody call and inform them that there's somebody waiting for a FOIA form here? They cannot refuse that. Right, you have 2 options. Man, I'm telling you, man. Could somebody reach out and try to see if they would be able to provide a FOIA form here? They're all here, this entire division, this entire pace, they're nasty, real nasty, non-compliant, malfeasance. Yep. Will you be providing me an additional FOIA form to fill out, ma'am?
He should be here shortly. He's coming in sooner, so he could help you. We're trying to help you.
When he comes, he's going to decline to be on video. He's going to turn his back around.
I don't know what he's going to do.
I just need a FOIA form.
I can't really say to you what
Okay.
he's going to
Can you
do.
please
I'm
provide me, can you,
I'm trying to help you as best I can, and he should be here any minute so he could assist you.
yeah,
So, I mean, that's it.
right, but
I'm trying to help you, but you gotta help me help you, right?
meanwhile, can I have a FOIA form,
In all
please?
fairness, you have to wait for him.
So you're declining official misconduct.
I'm not declining anything.
Official misconduct, thank you. So now they told me something further. They told me the FOIA officer, Christopher Lynch, would be here in an hour. Now she changed her mind. Now she said he'll be here in a few minutes.
Billy, he should be here any minute.
See, first they tell me 1 hour, then they tell me a few minutes. It's just these people would straight up lie. They have no dignity, no integrity. Really what it is he's back there. He's probably back there, this is my belief. Is that he's back there and they're trying to have him not perform, you know what I'm saying? Have him not do his duty. All right, let me point this part of the statute here. See, look at this. I don't know how this guy is claiming he's an attorney and a FOIA officer when he's way off each and every single time. Each public body denying a request for public records shall notify the requester in writing of the decision to deny the request, the reason for the denial, including a detailed factual basis for the application of any exemption claimed, right? So look at what this employee did, is he's denying the lobby camera footage. He's saying item number 5, which is lobby camera footage, is denied as this is beyond what the act requires. Look, he just said those words, but really what he should do is he needs to put in writing the reasons for the denial, including a detailed factual basis for the application of any exemptions. You see what I'm saying? So imagine right now when I speak to him and I bring that to his attention, what is he gonna tell us, right? The main thing is he's going to say he doesn't want to be on camera and he's not fit to serve. Really, that's what he should tell us. You know what I'm saying? I'm really fed up with this stuff, man. I'm really fed up with this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Here it is, clear as day. And records have not been certified. Why are records have not been certified? Because you don't want me to use this against you in the court of law? Let's go back up to the desk. Give me a minute here. She said he'll be here in a few minutes. This is the attorney here who made a S-storm the last time. You know what, man, depending on how this attorney wants to act today, I think he's gonna deserve a nice bar grievance, really. A nice bar grievance explaining as how he is committing official misconduct, how he's committing official misconduct while he's working for taxpayers. That's really what it should be. It should be a bar grievance against the attorney, explaining to them on all the discrepancies and all the faults that he is committing here. See, the regular person, they won't know how to interpret this, but I know about FOIA. I study FOIA. Here again, let me explain it to you. That lobby camera footage, he's trying to deny that camera footage when the police were here last time, and his reasoning is that the video footage camera, item number 5 of my request, is denied, and that is beyond what the act requires. So he's trying to convince us that video footage, the Freedom of Information Act, does not require that type of public record. But what he's required to do, again, is when he denies something, he's required to include a reason for the denial, including a detailed factual basis for the application of any exemptions claimed, right? He failed to do that, man. It's just these people want to play people, really. And doing that, and he's an attorney, so think about this. An attorney is supposed to be highly intelligent, very intelligent. So him misconstruing the FOIA law intentionally and or recklessly, that's calling for official misconduct. Not only is that calling for official misconduct, it's calling for a concealment of a public record. He's concealing that public record, which is also a felony. So you know what, as of right now, I really think for the first time, this attorney here, depending on how he wants to come and talk in the next 10 minutes, he earned a bar grievance. Okay? This is an attorney that works for the government. How is a government attorney supposed to suppress the right of people that have access to government records? What happened with the employee who ripped up your FOIA? Well, that was a couple days ago, about 3 days ago, and she's currently being investigated by her local police department. That's all I have as of right now. But it's under investigation. Let's just say that much. It's under investigation. And then she went and hid that book after I asked to inspect the duties of the receptionist. She took that book and hid it inside the counter as if she thought I'm going to reach my hand under this glass and try to grab or inspect that public record. See? So what she did there actually, here's actually what I believe now, right? There's a public record right there, which is a binder of the duties of the receptionist, right? I asked to inspect that public record. What did she do? She removed it from there and she concealed it inside of that drawer. Excellent, excellent. Could I construe that as this employee right here just took a public record and concealed it, which is a felony? Amazing, amazing how far these people want to go, man. All we're asking them to do is be forthcoming with employees, be according to their job description and job titles, as we have experience with many hundreds of government employees that are honorable people, that are forthcoming and all of the above. So right now, I just received a privacy complaint from a government official from a county building that I visited a few days ago. The employee wants the video removed. And what do you believe the video includes? It includes a video declining to provide records that are to be provided immediately. It's basically showing the employee committing official misconduct. And she put in a privacy complaint about 10 minutes ago to try to have that video removed. It's gonna give me 48 hours before I respond to that. So now what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to write up a nice, real good complaint of the criminal charges that she's getting herself into. And we're gonna have to forward that over to a few employees from within that county so they could have that privacy complaint withdrawn, or else there's gonna be some additional intent to sue, or something in that flavor. Yeah, I like that, my dog X. It could be, right, it could be annoying. It could be annoying to people. Of course it could be. But that's not the intention, or that's not the purpose, right? It's not about annoying. It's about the bigger picture. If there's compliance being met from our public employees, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how these bozos and trolls in the comment section don't see the bigger picture. That's why we want to leave them dumbed down, and that's why we immediately block them. We really don't go back and forth with them. The purpose is you see a guy with too much time on his hands. No, it's not too much time. I'm only doing this part-time. Reserve that comment until I start doing this full-time. That's when you can make that claim. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked of these trolls to try to think that. You don't get it, man. These trolls, they don't get it. They don't see how important it was. They don't see how important it was for someone to come and check up on this government agency out that their attorney knows nothing about what the hell he's talking about, and for them to finally comply with the law because some dude off the street came in here and brought that to their attention. Yeah, Scooby, well, that's the thing. Then people are, oh, that's a good thought and valid request. He probably doesn't have time, but he's making the time for it. Yep. You see, everything has to be documented, right? Like, let's just say, for example, the overall 3 times that I came to this agency. It's all going to be written down. It's all going to be in writing. Now, the attorney here is showing us more non-compliance with the law and why, how, and where we will hold them accountable in writing with additional agencies. Okay, this is going to start. We'll talk about that later. But what would be the reason why this dude puts records have not been certified as requested, when the actual law is saying if they are requested to be certified, you shall certify these records? What troll or bootlicker in the comment section does not see the wrongdoing on every single point that this agency wants to do? Check this out. Go to 6B. cost for certifying a record should not exceed $1. There's another mention too, I think in 9B, it might be.
Let me check to see if you're right.
Sure. That's a good question. What's normal? Why aren't our city attorneys protecting us from non-compliant servants? Because sometimes our government employees, which are public servants, they think you are the letter P, and this is all they could do with you, or this is all they think of you. See? You are that letter P, and this is what some government service thinks of the people. This is what they think of the people. And believe me, when I tell you that that's what they think of the people, that's because I have firsthand knowledge. It shows, like, how many agencies have I went to that the staff were 1,000% in the wrong and I was 1,000% in the right when it comes to these Section 4 to begin with, FOIA. And almost every single other point in FOIA that I bring to them, I'm in the right and these folks are in the wrong. Attorneys in the wrong, FOIA officers in the wrong, regular public servants in the wrong. Why is it that they are in the wrong? Is it that they know they are in the wrong, or they're being not truthful? They're lying, you know, which is deceitful, which is a sin. You know what I'm saying? And they know they're lying. You know? You should have a sit down with the Attorney General. Indeed, indeed. This is a FOIA, this is the employee that we're waiting on right here, the FOIA officer. I cannot call if somebody would try to reach out and see, hey, there's a gentleman waiting in the lobby for some clarification on FOIA. I am unable to make any calls as of right now. So first she tells me 1 hour, right? Then she tells me a few minutes. Now it's going on about 20 minutes. Okay, there he goes. Hello, sir, how's it going?
Fine.
Good, recording here, audio and video.
Yeah, no thanks.
Okay, sir, I
No.
wanted to speak to you about,
No thanks.
okay, it's gonna be recording anyway, whether you wanna comply or not. I think you deserve a bar grievance at this time.
Yeah, whatever.
because you're concealing a public record.
What am I concealing?
Sir,
I don't consent to this.
I want to speak to you about this item number 5.
And you can email me about that. You don't just walk in here and demand to speak with me.
No, it's not a demand, it's my right.
Well, you think it's your right. I'm just gonna play some copy. Right.
Be removed.
Okay.
Okay. Number 5, you see how you acted last time and I got you to comply with the law and post your purpose? You have too much pride to apologize for your wrongdoing.
No, I'm not gonna apologize to you for anything. I have done them wrong.
Yes, of course you have. You threatened police last time when I just wanted
No,
to
I called the police.
Yeah, and that was just when I wanted to bring to your attention that you had to post your purpose. Which
No,
you
that
did.
was when you wouldn't leave after the close of business hours.
Complaining, sir, that you do not want to accept my dollar for certification. What's the reason when I have the right to have these records certified?
Well, it's $1 per record.
No, it's $1. Oh, well, if you want to say dollar per record, what's the reason why you refused to have copies of those, to hand me certified copies?
Because you didn't pay, you require payment in advance.
There is a payment for the dollar.
That's $1 would get you 1 certified record.
No, it doesn't state that in the language, okay? Another thing that I want
No, well, you can't tender $1 and expect to have 500 records individually certified.
No, that's not what my request is all about.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Speaking about item number 5, which is lobby camera footage.
Yeah, it's on a disc.
No, you didn't include the lobby.
It was on a disc.
No,
Here it is.
okay, sir,
You
this,
don't even know what you're talking about.
sir, here's what you said. You said number 5 is denied as it is beyond what the act requires.
No, that's not what I said. Please read what it says. Requested video
Yes,
has been provided in the format it was recorded in and in which it is customarily retained
Right.
as required by the Act.
right.
That portion of your request, that it be converted into and provided in a different format, is denied, as that is beyond what the Act requires.
So you're claiming that the video...
I'm not going to debate you. What I'm claiming is in black and white.
Sir, you are very hostile. As far as...
The last time you were here, I got death threats from your Looney Tune followers because you post egregiously false and malicious things on YouTube.
The wicked people will be accountable. They will be held accountable,
Well, good.
whoever's wicked.
And I'll be accountable to the
We don't appreciate
to the
wicked...
public access counselor if
threats.
you have a problem with the FOIA. I haven't made any
Okay.
threats to you.
No.
Your followers made threats to me.
Well, they will be held accountable.
Who's going to do that?
They're going to be litigation in those cowards. Whoever's doing threats about anybody will be held accountable. We're going to track IPs and find out who did that, okay? Because I'm here to work with the community and work with the government to have you folks do the right thing. Number 2, you're denying insurance policy.
Yeah, that's a statutory exemption.
Okay, it's not because it's paid for by the taxpayer.
No, it's in the law, sir. It's in the law.
I'll read section S at a later time. I would read that.
I would appreciate it if you would, rather than come in here and pretend that you know what it says.
I know what it
And then argue
says.
with me about whether it's exempt because it's taxpayer. It's exempt. It couldn't be more clearer. You obviously don't know what you're talking about because
Of
you
course I
have not
do.
read the statute.
Yes, I'm aware of
All right, I'm
section
not going to
S.
debate my response. My response speaks for itself. The exemptions cited have been noted. If you have a legal problem that these exemptions have been incorrectly cited
Yep.
or the law has been incorrectly
Yep.
applied, you have a remedy.
Yes.
Which I explained to you here. I'm not going to stand here on YouTube and debate you regarding the application of a clear
Now,
statute.
could you imagine other wonderful attorneys and government staff that handled themselves in a professional manner versus your conduct?
I'm sure they haven't got death threats because of your Looney Tune postings. I have received death threats as a direct cause. People who have called and threatened my life that have mentioned seeing on YouTube relative to your video, which I do not consent to and do not want posted. So I have a right because I have children and a family and a livelihood, and you cause me to have my life threatened as a direct result of your posting and wanting to stand here and argue and point a finger at me.
It's
and
clarification. Claim me. withhold the insurance policy because which I know claiming now that the video lobby footage is on the disk, right? And now he clarified that he's denying, the format that I was asking to put it in. However, under the Freedom of Information Act, it requires you to provide a record in the format requested by the requester. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our dollar back. Let me shut this down. Let me fill out another FOIA. Give me a minute here. Man, did you guys see that? That guy is unhinged. He really is unhinged. Think about this. This man who's an attorney came out with that attitude, walking right up to me in a hostile manner, right? So think about this. Think about all the employees. Think about the government staff members who actually, all the wonderful government staff members, who the people that watched the video reached out to all the wonderful government staff members, encouraging them and thanking them for their honorable services. Imagine all the people who watched my video and seen honorable staff members, right? And honorable people and what was the nice and beautiful remarks of the followers who sent over compliment letters. First of all, I don't respect people who leave death threats or harm. I don't respect that. And I would hold them accountable if we track IPs and find out who these people are. However, okay, ma'am, I am all set for today. The attorney performed the way he performed. I will have to respond to that at a later time. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Have a good day.
Thank you. See, look at what that hostile man ended up doing, posting up everything as required by law. He just slandered his boss. Think about this. Think about the death threats that he provided me by calling the police, right? He called police on me. That's a death threat right there. And it didn't work out in his favor when the police got there. You see how these people, they play victim, right? They show themselves off and then play victim. And then another thing he wanted to do is he made a statement where he wanted to play copywritten music. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing. Now he wants to suppress your, that's a way for an employee to try to suppress your right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he calls the police to threaten harm. And then he plays victim as he's a public servant when people have their voice. Like I said, we don't condone no death threats.
None of that shit. That's garbage. But at the same time, it's like, you know, everybody's gonna show themselves off. Well, this is between the government employees have to act according. Oh, look at Gia, the sage. She said if he used that line of reasoning with me, he would be guilty of religious discrimination. Not cool, violating the Constitution. Plus, if you're getting death threats, maybe don't escalate the situation. Exactly, exactly. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this down. I have to go to another location now. I'm going to be recording static. This is it for the live stream. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We have our FOIA. He put it on a DVD disc. We're going to review that at a later time.